how to deliver a campus tour. Blake Edwards, a senior student ambassador, has curated this training for you. He will also take you through each building on how he would deliver a tour to new incoming students. In addition to this information, use personal stories and experiences to create an invigorating, exciting, and engaging tour. Keep in mind that these tours make or break a new student's orientation. So get excited today about leading a tour.
So right now we're in our Charles E. Fipke Center for Innovative Research. Something UBC is really known for is about being research intensive. So that means our profs play a dual role in teaching students, but it's also coming up with the groundbreaking research. And that's something that you have the opportunity to do when you're a student here on the undergraduate level. So Charles E. Fipke is a UBC alumnus who really invested in undergraduate research on this campus. So when you're giving a tour, it's really good to promote your research or research that one of your friends are doing. And it can be really simple, like my research is on environmental degradation in a free trade society. So that's something I'm pursuing. And something else that Fipke also offers here is our International Programs and Services Office. So on this campus, we have about 8,400 students, and about 1,000 of them are international students. And those are only the ones that are recognized as international students. So we have a lot of dual citizens on this campus as well. But this office does everything to deal with international students, from orientations, which if you're an international student, you probably already participated in Jumpstart. But they also plan a really cool event called Global Fest. So these students coming from all over the world set up a booth and showcase their culture to the rest of the student body. So we actually have over 81 nationalities represented on this campus. So you're bound to meet a friend from a different background, which is really cool. And then just down the hall there, we have lots of chem or bio labs, and then on the main floor we have smaller classroom size as well as some computer labs for math or statistics. And then we also have Fipke 204, which is one of our largest lecture theaters on campus. We have two this size, and they can host up to 300 students. Okay, so right now we're in Fipke 204. This lecture hall fits about 300 students. That's where we cap our classes. Often they'll be a lot smaller. And then when you progress through your degree, often your class sizes will be even smaller. So for social sciences like myself, they're between 20 and 40 students. You'll often notice in your lecture hall or in your classroom that there's an eye clicker frequency. That is the way that the teacher will take attendance or will judge whether the students are retaining the information they're teaching. So just look for those when you come to class.
Right now we're in the heart of the science building. In this building you can find plenty of classrooms and laboratories, as well as a greenhouse, the science atrium, which is beautiful when it's sunny, and the best water station on campus.
Hi, this is our Arts and Science building. This is host to our other 300-person lecture hall, as well as some unique programs like forensic psychology program, and then we have some geography labs in here as well. This is also home to our brand new subway on campus, so check it out. And if you're a human kinetics OL, make sure to point out in the Arts and Science building the sensory motor neuroscience and sports concussion lab. Right now we're in our Creative and Critical Studies and Health and Social Development building. So it hosts those two faculties. Creative and Critical Studies, which is on this main floor here, is more interdisciplinary. It's actually the only program in the world because we don't have a fine art program on this campus. So it pairs that creative side of fine arts and visual arts with the more critical side of languages and cultural studies. So our students come out with more of a diverse background in their education. Right behind me here, this is our FINA gallery. So it hosts some professor and student artwork, and it changes up every couple weeks. So I definitely recommend that students, no matter what faculty you're in, grab a cup of coffee and walk through this place. And on this side of the building hosts our other faculty, our Faculty of Health and Social Development, which has the two programs for nursing and human kinetics. So right over here to my right are human kinetics labs. This is our skeletal muscle lab, and then this one does things like exercise physiology, so there's equipment set up in there. And then down this hall on my left is our nursing lab. So we actually like to say that there's a family that lives here, a family of simulation dolls. So these are lifelike dolls that do all of the human bodily functions. And it's very good practice for our nursing students, and that's what makes our program so competitive. Also, I just like to point out that we have a mom that can give birth up to 30 times a day. I have had friends that graduated from this program and said the very first patient she had that had a heart attack was on a simulation doll, so it's really great practice.
Now we're in the library. In the library you can find the Inclusive Technology Lab, study rooms that you can book on the first and second floor, librarians who will help you with research and printing services, as well as the Writing and Research Center. If you want to rent out a book, they're on the second floor. Across UBC's 2 campuses, there are 7.5 million books that you can take out. Keep in mind, this is the entrance to second and third floor library.
Right now we're in our central courtyard. This is the hub for campus, so all of the main academic buildings are centered around this place. And right now you can see all of the original brick buildings that existed here prior to UBC taking over this campus in 2005. And in this main courtyard area, we have a really cool event that's our Student Association Day. So this is where all of 120 clubs and course unions line up to try to get first years to join their clubs. So make sure to point that out and to make sure that the students are signing up for things they want to get involved in.
Welcome to the administration building. Behind me is the admin theater, which is admin 26 to some of you because you may have classes here. Also in the administration building is the alumni office, the Sunshine Cafeteria, the Media and IT Center, and also, if you work on campus, the payroll department. As you walk through the administration building with the new students, make sure to point out UBCO's bookstore, and also through the entrance of the admin building, UBCO's campus security.
Behind me is the EME building. EME stands for Engineering, Management, and Education. In this building, you will find plenty of study rooms that you can book, the Global Collegium space, and keep in mind that this building is really close to the bus loop.
So right behind me here, this is our Reichwald Health Science Center. So this is home to our Southern Interior Medical Program, which is partnered with 3 other campuses, one being the Vancouver campus, the University of Victoria, and the University of Northern British Columbia. And they're set up with these high-tech lecture theaters. So if you're a human kinetics student, or if you are in a microbiology class, you may have a lecture in some of these classrooms. And then there's some profs offices in here as well as a really cool art piece called the Tree of Life. So I definitely recommend that you check it out. Tower. Right now we're in our gym. This space here is our spin class studio. We have one right next door. That's for other fitness classes like yoga, Zumba, Pilates, things like that. Even some of our clubs rent it out. So like our Jiu-Jitsu club, Urban Dance Club, Latin dance, things like that. Right upstairs is our fitness space. So if you want to go up there and work out, we have lots of equipment. We're actually really lucky. We're one of the only post-secondary campuses that has a full system where you can track your fitness on all the machines. If you're a varsity student, we have a high-performance lab where you can go and work out at a separate facility. And then we have a 3-court system. So if you want to go and check out our varsity teams, we have 6 on this campus. They're called the Okanagan Heat. And we actually compete against the Vancouver Thunderbirds. So lots of fun with a little bit of campus rivalry. So our 6 varsity teams are basketball, volleyball, soccer, rugby, golf, and cross-country running. And we do compete pretty well. So go and check them out. If you want to play sports just for fun, we have programs like intramurals where you play some sort of sports once a week. If intramurals does not appeal to you, we have lots of clubs that make up the difference. So check it out. Make sure to tell your students to come by this desk here and buy their fitness pass. So it's $130 to just use the hangar facility. If they want to go to some fitness classes for the entire year, it's $130 as well. $240 if you want a multi-pass with them combined. Or you can buy online. It's only cash or check at this table here. This is one of our Human Kinetics labs, which is one of many on the first floor of the arts building. Make sure to bring your students to one of them that is open so that they can take a look inside. This is also home to one of our atriums, our closed-in atrium. It's a tropical fauna in there, so make sure to take your students in there to take a look at the banana tree. But also point out all of the professors' offices that are around that space, and that there's lots of other classrooms that they might have in here.
Welcome to the University Center, home of UBC Okanagan's Students' Union. Your Students' Union runs the resource centers, the clubs and course unions, the theater, the used bookstore, many food services such as the Well and the Well to Go, and is also the place to get your bus pass and the I Have a Plan. In the UNC, there are plenty of services for students. Some of these are the academic advising, campus life, enrollment services, supplemental learning, math and science center, and the equity and inclusion office. I've only mentioned a few, but make sure you mention them all on your campus tour.